Hey, so welcome to Payne Resort. So there's my little getaway. There's my home. And for now. Right. There's some sorrel going on and some peas. I'm gonna plant some more as well. Plant them in between there. Right. So I have a kind of permaculture thing going on here. My little recycle plant pot. But up here real there's plenty water. So I was like to put everything in tires and get them a little height. You know, some pineapple. Right. Here's I go and plant the sorrel. I plant all my fruit trees basically on the boundary. Right. And I plant them real close together. Right. This is a sugar apple. Right. You could have some passion fruit shooting up here. An avocado, a cashew. Right. So you see it kind of waterlogged down there. This is a guava. Right. I think it's a mommy apple, it's called this one. Right. I have a little peas forest right here again. These peas growing real tall. But I really plant the peas to fertilize back the soil because peas does take nitrogen from the air, the atmosphere, and it bring it down to the roots. So after I take out the peas, I could plant something that I really want. I'm not kind of shelling guy, like to shell any peas and stuff. So I just don't want no peas. But if you look everywhere, there's peas. Like in all the tires, I was always planting peas, so they'll help fertilize the land. Right. Let me bring it from the entrance. We do not tour. Right. There's the road to come in. A dirt road. Right, then you come up to me. You do like if you're coming up from the road. So you could do like if you're driving, so you're making a little U-turn here. So you drive up the road, and you come up to me. Right. I have a staff only sign. Right, and then I come inside. When I come inside, what I want to do here is I want to make this the shaded covering with the fruit trees. So I have fruits on this side, I have coconut on this side, and I have more. I have what this here is a soursop. Right, so the first plant coming in a soursop. We have two moko plants and a pawpaw tree behind it. Right, so a soursop, then we have a pomerac and a mango. We see how they're real close by. And there's about 3 to 4 years old. Right? And they're looking real promising. I'll take the stems. Right, you see mango. Right, followed by a cashew. I have a lot of cashew because it was like easy to grow. Just throw the seed there and it's just growing. Right, and after the cashew, I have a pump seed here. I'm real proud of the pump seed here because it's doing real good. I wasn't thinking that I'd do this good, but I think because it's a water plant, like that likes plenty water, and up here is a real kind of wetland. So take the stems. Right. Right. And then I have some pomegranate. My sister sold me pomegranate some years ago, and that's why I have pomegranate. So you see our tire full with pomegranate here. Right? Then I have a zabuka. I have another zabuka between, because what I did here is I learned something what they call Google planting on YouTube, where they used to make like a big bank and then do the planting. But I didn't have dirt to make no big bank. So what I did, I plant plants with a spacing between them. Not like from the zabuka to the pomegranate as you see here, but from the pomegranate to where you're seeing a fence post there, right? So I have plants growing between there as well, and in between the two rows, I just fill it up with all the grass and plant clippings and stuff. I just fill it up in the middle there, so that will compost and actually fertilize back the plants. But that is my idea, right? So I have to leave it like actually compost for some years and stuff like that, and then I don't know if it actually works, because I realize I planted the plants close together, so they will need a lot of food, manure and stuff like that. And well, I was actually fertilizing my plants with human manure. Right, so I actually used to use a bucket, like one like this, and mix it with sawdust. But I supposed to wait like it compost and then put it in the plant and stuff like that. But I was too excited, so I didn't used to wait. After like a week or 2 weeks, I used to put it in, put it in the tires, So the tires kind of help it from actually spreading all over the place and then causing color and all this kind of stuff like that. Nobody ain't get no color or anything like that. I have another guava tree here. So this is how it looks coming down. I have these plants, these flower plants here, so you could like I used to see butterfly and thing up here. So I got these, so you'll keep away the bugs and the insect, because I like to be a bit organic, I don't like to use too much herbicide and pesticide and any sides, the next thing is suicide. So that is that. So I used to start bringing these plants and I trim them so I could create a nice hedge, so it don't show off the tires and all the like old stuff that I throw there, all the grass and tree clippings and stuff like that. So this little hedge helps to keep it looking a little cute, right? And as trim it is not planned to be trimmed, but as trim it so all of them will stay one height, And there's flowers and I'll get plenty butterfly. I have like 3 colors. I have a deep yellow, a not so deep yellow, and I have this pink. Right? There's a lemon tree. Growing kind of I want them to stay there, because I was thinking the amount of plants here, and I didn't plant for actually like for resale, So even if I get like 10 from every plant, I think that is even more than enough. 10 fruits from every plant, that is more than enough for me, or even for me and my immediate family. There is still plenty fruits, So there's a lemon tree. It was growing kind of lanky, so I clip it today, right? There's a barbadine vine behind it there. Right? And on this side, we have, close here, coconuts. So I plant coconut, go straight up, right? And I have coconut on the other side, right? So there's watch one here, right? So that's in between those 2 rows of plants. So I have coconut. But this was supposed to just be coconut. I think I rest down the starch mango there in a bucket or something like that, and it end up start shooting up. It start growing from right there. It started to grow so nicely that I decided to probably leave him right there and see how it will do with all those coconut around. I had plenty soursop plants, but yeah, right. So this another soursop and a pomerac. Those are in the same hole, right? Followed by another coconut, right? And then my flower plants in between because I want it to look good as well, and not about that it's just productive, right, and looking good, right? So I have a nice little landscaping thing going on there, right? I put on some more of this purple ground cover because I find the place was a little bit too green, like this row, right? So I put on some more of that so it could add a little color to the entrance. So I have another one at this side. Behind it I have a little pond going on there. Right now it probably just minding too much mosquito. It have some wabi, right? More coconut again. Some papaya. More coconut. Then I have 2 citrus plants here. I don't know if it's lime, lemon, or Portugal. I'm hoping it could be Portugal. I really want it to be a Portugal. Or Portugal. You know what I mean? Right? So there we go. Right? So that's how it is. At the entrance there. Those slab was that actually cover the toilet tank. Alright, up on this one here. Jesus is the Son of God. I always show it off my faith. Faith come by hearing and hearing the word of God. God said this is his son. He's well pleasing. Hear him. Right? I do a lot of planting, like flower planting. Right? So I have a lot of flower plants. Well, I have a lot of palms actually. So I have foxtail and just tail and bird tail and pigeon tail and bamboo vine and fish leaf. I just make up them names right in my head. Right? So that's them here. Right? Like another pomegranate. Actually, when I first came up here, I was thinking about doing like a pomegranate fence. Right? When I bought the pomegranate from my sister, I was thinking about doing a pomegranate fence. Because I find this grow thick enough. And you can clip them and you will still get like fruits from it now. But then I find it's taking a bit too long. Like to grow. And they was well spaced out in terms of if you're doing proper planting. But I was experimenting a lot, So, right, so it have flower plants from here, go right down close to the house, right. It also have a little landscaping stuff going on that side there as well. Not a lot of I didn't want to put no set of fruit trees down on this side. So close to the house. I can't remember why was my reason. I think I wanted when I look out the window and stuff like that, I see a lot of beauty and not just fruits. So I do the fruits further to the entrance. But I wanted closer to the house. It to be more of a like a landscape, something where I could just sit down and probably drink a cup of tea, even though I don't really drink tea. But I just like the idea of it, right? Passion fruit. So I'm a big fan of passion fruit, right? I don't know why it is actually get my attention. So, but I really like passion fruit. Apart from the juice, I like to watch it vine, because it's just like take over, you know. So it's always exciting when I see like a tree or area where I could put a passion fruit and see how it will take over the area. So I put it in front, directly in front of the house, and I take over the whole top, even on top of the roof with a passion fruit. Right? You know. So that is a fun thing for me. So when we come down to the house, I have more of this plant where there's trim. When you cut, when you have them here, they send out these seeds, and the seeds it just grow everywhere. It just start growing everywhere, right? But I can't find it. Just keep the grass down like the other grasses. So I'll keep it down, and I like the fact I like when they when blossom. It just have the place with a lot of flowers. Like watch this, you know. There's a lot of flowers, and bees could come and get a little pollen and they could get on, They could just get on. Have another, what do you call that? Not passion fruit, I forget the name. So it's a vine. So you see it growing on that side there. And actually, I didn't know this tree could have grow by clippings. I thought it was always by the scene barbadine, and I plant a clipping and it actually it started to vine real quickly and nice. I think it was one of the watching it here and watching the length of the vine is one of the best vining results I ever get from planting a barbadine up here. So that was good. So I think these were the plant where I put the clip in and it have it running on this side and the other side of a string. Right, there's a fig plant in the back there. Another little landscaping. There's a palm and some other flower plants there. Right? I put the fig in between them. You can't find the fig I say I could always move the stool when the plants get bigger and stuff and the area and I develop the place a lot more. Another passion fruit. And I actually didn't want it to paint my walls. So I have this vine running on my walls. I have a wood ant's nest there to get her down. But I running this vine on my walls, so I want to in time clip it and stuff like that and keep the house like a greenhouse. Not like a greenhouse where you're planting the plants, but the color of the house could be green, but because it had the plants growing on it. Right? So I would not have paint like Christmas and stuff. There's this tradition where you paint over your house and stuff. I wouldn't be painting, I'll be cutting my house, cutting the plants and stuff. So I find that real cool. And I just give my passion fruit like first preference for a free run. So you see it runs all by the window. I don't really open the windows that much. And it actually run even inside. And I just find it kind of cool. So I'll leave it. Right? I have a lot of cassava. I find it's an easy grower. And you just get a good yield up here. So I always check in cassava. And like once you plant like a couple, or once you plant like a stool like that, well, the next time you plant, it's like it's only getting bigger and bigger. Because you have more sticks to plant now. So, see. Alright. Well, I'll go through in the back there, but I see my neighbor. is sitting down outside. I don't want to really film him or feel like he does feel threatened very quickly, you know, like I think he a bit paranoid, right? So but on the outskirts here as well, I have coconut growing right on the outskirts, and then there's a starch mango tree. So the starch mango tree is probably like the biggest tree in the yard. And here I would actually grow it. My neighbor bought it, and we had it in a bucket or a bag. But we came up here late. That's when we now got the land. We came up here late, and we rested up, and then came back the next week or 2 weeks. And when we came back, the plant had grown, but it was real surprising. So I tried to pull it out to give him his plant, and it wasn't coming out. You know, like who we bought it from, it was in a bag on a concrete area. So but like the tree was already had some years there, but it was just it stayed small because of the pot it was planted in, and well, really the pot it was planted in, and that's how I got that mango tree, right? This is a series. So I planted the series tree not really for the fruit, but because it grows and shade. So I wanted to make here my kitchen. So there's my kitchen. Hey, please don't judge me. There's my kitchen. I go stay too long. I created a real mess. Watch the grog. I call it the fluted brick grog. Right, so there's my kitchen up here. Right. Um, so back to the series tree. So I wanted it to shade up here because in my kitchen I wanted like a slightly eaten area or a shaded area to sit, you know. But like thinking about it now, when them trees grow up on all the sides, but I thinking I want to really keep my trees well pruned so that all of them could coexist, you know, they could live in harmony. You know, not having them growing big and wild and then one kill the other, you know. So that is my idea of it. Passion fruit again. See the passion fruit all on the house, all come across in the kitchen, you know. So look at the amount I got. I wasn't here for about a week. And this is the amount of passion fruit I got. I came home and I just had to pick up passion fruit, you know. So and it still have up there what like I could chuck down or just waiting to fall. Most of the times I leave it to fall. Another tree I'm real proud of is my lime tree. So my lime tree is actually right in front of my door. But I don't really clip it or anything like that. And it's actually bearing. I was real proud of that. And at the time I dreamed that I dream a guy give me lime water to drink. You know? I think it's healthy for you. So I started like incorporating it a lot in things that I drink and you know, always trying to put lime in my bag so I could have lime water ready, you know. Another pool here. So these pools actually work out real good in the dry season when the place real dry, but in the rainy season here, it's like real failure. It's just bringing in mosquitoes, you know. And it's almost sorrel and my like okra. So I was trying to plant. I want to have a plant that could I always have something to eat. You know, so okra is picked every 3 days or so. So I like to plant okras because like even if I do have an abundance of cash and stuff, like I still could eat something. I still have something I could eat in the yard. So I have okra and I planted um let me show you the tree. a moringa. If you look straight ahead, right by where the fig leaf is, you'll see that. So that moringa there. So I'll do moringa, like kind of like fry up the moringa. Sometimes I don't even fry it. I'll just boil it, and moringa and the okras, right? I have a lot of shadow belly here, right? So let me tell you about the shadow belly, So a day I was like going around my yard looking like for seasoning, because I have a couple of seasoning plants, right? I didn't have no shadow belly, but where we used to live before, it had a lot of shadow belly, Like shadow belly is nothing that you buy, I didn't know about buying shadow belly. So it's like go out in the yard and pick two shadow belly, let me put in that pot there, and that's how I know shadow belly, But when I come up here, the place don't have no shadow belly, but I was like, what going on here, boy? So I said, God, I was some shadow belly in my yard, So then I tried to work it out for myself. I asked God, but then I tried to work it out. So I went to work and I see some shadow belly and work. And even well, God said that, God said that. Yeah. So I digging all the people's shadow belly, stealing it. Because I asked nobody. And I bring up the shadow belly and I plant it. I think I planted it in a bucket. And it was growing real well. It was growing well, right? And a day I going out the road, right? I walking out from here to go down to Arima. And something tell me go in the dumpster. Right? Like go in the dumpster. Because have a big dumpster as you come to the end of the road because garbage truck don't come right the way all the way in. So the garbage truck does just pick up one in the dumpster. So you're supposed to throw your garbage out there. Right? So something that I go in the dumpster. When I go in the dumpster, I see this bag. I open the bag. When I open the bag, is when like if you're doing like a big wild meat cook and stuff like that, you order a lot of shanubai to season your meat. Somebody did that, or I don't know if that's a restaurant, so they did that. But they leave the rooted part. So when they buy the shanubai, they have this part where they clip out half of the root off of the plant. Right? So it's like the lettuce. If you have a lettuce head, even though you ain't seeing no root, if you put it back in the water, lettuce will spring up, lettuce leaves. So the same thing with the shadow belly, right? So when you buy the shadow belly, the little end part, you could plant it and have more shadow belly. And I get a whole garbage bag full of shadow belly cuttings. What? But I had to go down the road, so I just take it out there. I put it in a bucket. I get a bucket in the a 5-gallon bucket in the garbage. I put the shadow belly in that in the fully bucket. And when I'm coming back out the road, coming back from Harima, I stop out at the end of the road and I pick up my shadow belly, my bucket, and I walk all the way home with my bucket and I planted it. I planted it all over, so in tiles here. But the tiles with the coconut mainly, right? Because I don't plant anything else in the coconut because it wouldn't really come good. So I put them there, and I just had to chuck every and anywhere, boy, because I had so much. I give my neighbor some, right, and I chuck the majority right here. Right, so you see them there, shoot it up, right, and then shadow belly does actually grow by so the cuttings are by seed. So they send out a flower, and the flower they send out a seed. So as they started to grow, all of them started to send out these seeds were here. And I just take them and I sprinkle them all over the yard. But I had that wet area there. And somewhere I was reading and it said that they should plant shadow belly under the pawpaw tree because it's always moist underneath there and shaded. And I planted it. I put the seeds there to grow. And it's only, I think, sometime maybe last week or last 2 weeks, I came and I saw them, the leaves on them looking big and healthy, you know. So they really like the shade and the extra water, right? Look, some nice guava. Guava! Right? And this is a real sweet guava. I got it from a former commissioner of prison. He gave me the fruit. And he was like, you eat it, make sure you eat it. And I was real skeptical, but why you want to make sure I eat it now? But I think he realized that anything I get, I always wanted to give somebody or give somebody. So he was like, you know, I'll just eat from let your cup overflow and then feed them from the overflow. You know. Another one told me that sometime like last 2 months, you know. So I guess it's the Holy Spirit trying to speak to me. So I'm trying to really settle myself. I have a lot of pawpaw all over the place. Because my mom used to plant pawpaw. And I will eat it and take the seeds because she wouldn't want the seeds because she just buy she seedlings. And I used to just sprinkle it all up here, you know. Plus because I used to do human manure, I used to eat the seeds or swallow the seeds. So that when I put them in the to fertilize the plants it actually produces plants as well. You know. So that is that. Hey, I'm solar powered, so you ain't see no lines nowhere. Right? So it's all solar. Right? What else? What else? Yeah, so that is that. So my whole thing about this place is actually wanted to have well, I wanted to build like you see in the middle there where I have the sorrels and stuff like that. I want to actually build like a small apartment, like 1 room, self-contained apartment, real small, like to hold a small bed, um, not even a small kitchen, a small stove, a small fridge, real small, like a real mini home, and like people who now starting off could probably rent them out or even probably stay a year until they catch themselves. Right, so I want to build it from my way. You see the water is there, go straight up to the fence. You know, those mini homes, right? I think I might just want to do them. Like maybe it should take 1, 2, 3, about 5. It's about 5. So you hold about 5 people, you know, and then probably maybe one down. So 6 or 7. So I say 7. I see if I could get to do 7, would be fine. I don't really want to do like the top part of it, like on top, but I want to cast the top so that I could have like space to grow plants in containers on top the houses as well. So I'll cast the top, make it nice and run off for the water to run off, but not to build more houses on top. You know, because I think the space is too small, even if you want to build to hold the amount of people. So if you say 7 on the underneath and you get 7 on top, that will be 14. But the place a bit too small for that. I think it will have bacchanal after a while. I think 7, including myself, is enough. And then this area here, I will do like a big kitchen. Well, the kitchen is already framed up there. I could probably I might look at doing it a little bigger, but I think this should be able to work. You know, because not everybody will be cooking. Everybody should have their own like little stove or crock pot or something inside the room, you know. So that will work fine there. But the kitchen is maybe if we're doing like a bigger meal for everybody, or we having a little get together. So you have the outdoor kitchen, right? Um, and then the main house, that's where I go be. Well, that's if I'm still here all the time, you know. So that is my whole plan for the whole space, you know. And then I'll have fruit trees to be eaten. I'll get my fruits from, right? So all the sorrel and the peas was underneath here will go on top the houses in bucket. So I will still get a lot of produce from off the land, you know. So that is that, right? I would like to keep it if I could get to keep it off the grid, fully off the grid, but that would be a big project and probably big spending. So maybe it might be easier to get it on the grid, like the whole thing on the grid. But right now, off the grid, it's just me. Um, now and again, I have like young men who in need just come and stay, you know. But it doesn't stay too long because then, you know, it has to be a little bit rough. You know, not everybody has thing cut out for the way I just live, you know, using bucket, manure in your plants, you understand? Eat it off of the land. It's a little bit tough, you know. And then maybe I think there's watch, but you working, you know, so you should be able to buy more of this and buy more of that, but sometimes I really doesn't be on that, you know. Like, and I'm not saying I like actually eating in restaurant and you know being well mannered and dressing nice. I like those kind of stuff, you know. But it do overtake me, you know. I also like this, you know. I also like coming up, you know, having something to do with my plants on the outside, you know. My work I going to fix. I like coming home and cutting my grass and then raking up, spending whole day doing something in the yard. You know, I like to see when the place clean in terms of the yard cut and stuff like that. I think is one of my joy, you know. And like when I get up in the morning, like birds just be knocking on the glass window. You know, so they must be like waking me up. Hey, get up, time to get up. I like that. Um, so I like this kind of simple life as well. You know, like when I go out, I could be out. Yeah, we go in, we having a nice time eating here, visiting this one, that, that. You know, you dress nice, you take care of yourself, you cream your skin. You know, but then I like to come up here and you know, I could just be a bit free. You know, I want to fix this gate, fix my gate, so I lock my gate, and like in time to come, like you know, I just walking around my yard, you know. And I would like to have one of this like for me alone, you know. Like this one is a kind of experiment. It started off where I was thinking that I could have built a community, you know. So I came up here and I invited other people to come up and get land and stuff, and I started off thinking that hey, I could bring them together and you know we could grow together. We get a new start. We don't have to pay for no land, and then see how if we could really push it as black people, because I was like, you know, I was all on this black movement, you know. But then I realized that not working out, not everybody as driven, as focused, and the word of God said to each are given a measure of faith, you know. So he give each of us a measure of faith, you know. And faith is, you know, you're believing in Jesus Christ. And when you believe in Jesus Christ, you believe in that all things are possible through him, you know. So, you know, at that time I wasn't. I wasn't a Jesus man as I am now, but I believe that all things were possible. So I believe in his principle, you know. So I came up here and I realized like maybe my measure of faith. I didn't know it at that time, but my measure of faith was a little bit I was given a little bit more than them. But I was there thinking, hey, if I could do it, anybody could do it, boy. And I was thinking that was enough to motivate someone, you know. But it's not, you know. Faith come by hearing and hearing the word of God. So they had to hear the word of God through me. I had to know the word of God. But then God saved me, and, you know, now that is all I can talk about, you know. I was safe, I'm happy, you know. And do it still at times when I feel like, you know, hey, maybe I'm not safe, but sometimes I feel like, hey, I want to go out there, but I feeling horny, but yeah, you know, at times we are masturbate and I feel like, what I doing, like, you know, maybe I think life was more exciting back then, but I know that is a trick of the enemy, yeah, you know, but it had times when it really kind of depressing, you know, but then it's had to encourage yourself in the word, and as I encourage myself in the word, and I feel 100% better, but yeah, like the word just start taking root, and you know, so but when Christ saved me, you know, like my whole plans for up here kind of changed up, you know. I realized I got to start over here, and I was like, you know what, I want to make this place a start over for anybody who willing to start over, you know. Just come away and catch yourself. You know, I don't want it to be like a place where you have to pay for this and pay for that, and you really can't catch yourself. You know, but I realize, even though I might want that, the person might want that. They thinking that they could work time going and after work and start off my life and stuff like that. But I realize, like, it's not about your works. You know, Jesus does really do it for you. He is the gift. You know, so you can work to get his gift. See a butterfly there? You can work to get the gifts of God, you know. So it's not about your works and all this kind of stuff again. You know, sandfly biting. So let me go inside. Alright. Alright. So it's like dark. Right. So there's inside a little office area there. But I'm messed right now. Alright. There's where I put my speaker box and play my little gospel out loud. Loud enough. Right. There's my bed. Right. Fan and a TV there. And in the back there is a bathroom. Bathroom and toilet and a walk-in closet in the back. Right. I wanted to live in a hotel room. So I made it somewhat similar. And that is that. You know. So I will update it again. You see, watch up there. Like the passion fruit growing inside. The passion fruit wine. I wonder if it could be a fruit inside here. That could be really interesting. Alright, so people keep good in Jesus' name. I want to put a ceiling fan up here. And see how it go work to kind of keep the place cool when the place need it.